All right. Here we are. What? Wait, what? Did I miss
Actually,
something?
that girl looks better, honestly.
What'd you do? Oh, you put your glasses upside down. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice.
That's how I'm doing the podcast.
There you go. All right.
It's so uncomfortable.
Let's go, Tab. Let's do this intro, baby.
Are we live?
We are. We are live. We are completely
All
live.
right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. Yeah. Make sure to check us out on Apple Music, Spotify. No, not Apple Music. What is it called?
Apple Podcast.
Apple Podcast.
Failure.
Six
Spotify,
episodes later,
YouTube,
we still don't
Twitch,
even know what platforms
Discord,
we're on. 6 episodes
TikTok. Dude,
And Amazon
no.
Prime.
No.
I don't spend my whole day thinking about what platforms this is on.
You don't have to spend your whole day. We've done this now 6 times. Oh my gosh.
Dude, we have not done this 6 times.
This
We've done
is
it maybe
the
3
6th
times.
episode, Dad. Doesn't even keep
I
track of
don't
his
know.
own
Get on
podcast
with it.
that he's
You
a
do the
co-founder
intro.
of. Literally a co-founder of a podcast.
I'm leaving.
Doesn't even know.
I'm leaving.
Oh my gosh. Alright! Well, welcome back, everybody. We are finally back. Good grief, it's been way too long. What happened,
It's been
guys?
Not long enough.
3 weeks.
What do we do? We just kind of disappeared there for a while there.
Nice.
We were busy, honestly, though. To be fair, we were super busy the last few weekends because we had Makenna's
I
18th
wasn't.
birthday party.
I want to do a
Yeah, we have no
podcast,
friends.
honestly.
What is it, Dad?
I said, honestly, didn't really want to do it. I just kind of gave up interest
Oh my
on it.
gosh.
We're a
Alright.
terrible,
I'm leaving.
terrible group member time.
Alright, but,
Anyway.
alright,
Anyway.
Philip's been busy with work. I've been busy not wanting to do this. And Meredith lives in South Carolina. That's her excuse.
Yep. And Meredith's just volleyball player, you know.
And she got volleyball because she said,
hair is on this name tag.
"Oh." See, we love Meredith. And that nose is why.
No, we don't.
And Makenna was busy being
Cat's
18.
gonna pull a picture tomorrow. Can't say that.
So we have an elder in the chat with us today. We have an elder. She is
And failing school.
18 and failing school, man. You're just living the dream, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
It's not about the money.
Meredith,
money,
don't burp.
money.
Please don't burp. That's not very
And dyeing
professional,
my
is it?
hair every time I break her.
Okay, you're about to get muted.
Mute her, please.
No, bring her back. I love her. I have
Anyway,
a job.
well, it is good to be back. Sorry for the extended break. We are very, very busy the last just 3 weekends, I guess. We had
You said that last time we made a podcast.
I know we did because we're busy. We're busy people. We have 2 seniors, 2 sophomores. We're all busy all the time, but that's okay. We're gonna get
2
back to it.
seniors.
So we were
One
busy
senior.
with. We were busy with 2 seniors, Dad. Me and McKenna.
Well, you're a senior?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were a junior. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow, thanks, Kate. Kate said, "Don't worry, I didn't notice that you guys were gone." Wow, so nice, Kate.
Oh, thank
Hey,
you, Kate.
literally, Dennis.
Okay, so anyway, we're back. We had McKenna's 18th birthday party on one Saturday. The next Saturday we had a Halloween party.
It was on the
That
Sunday,
was,
Philip.
It was a Sunday.
Oh, that was a Sunday. You're right. Oh, I know what we were doing that Saturday. I was fishing. I went fishing that Saturday. That's why I wasn't available. And then we've all pretty much been busy throughout the week with just a bunch of stuff. Man, I've been busy with work.
You know,
but
life.
It's all good. Life.
is a
Hey,
thing.
life happens. Life happens.
Life
busy.
is a
We have
highway.
no obligations to be here with you people, but we are because we want to be.
That's right.
Get
we
up
are
there.
here.
Exactly. I know.
We're here
Kinsey.
because we want
Men.
to be. Anyway, so quickly to update everybody that may be listening, I'm going to get an extreme, an absolute extreme setting upgrade. I'm going to have an absolute amazing setup very, very soon. In about 2-3 weeks, I will have my own computer. I can do all my stuff on, my own background, my own room I've designed.
So get a thumbnail for this real quick.
All right. Thank you, Ted. I got it. That'll be on the thumbnail. Anyway.
It's like how rich we
so-
are. You already know the vibes.
I have more in my bag.
Anyway, so new upgrade, and when the upgrade happens, there is going to be a lot of content because I have a lot of good ideas. I'm going to record a lot of. We're still going to do episodes, with everybody, but I'm also going to be doing a lot of episodes by myself where you just get just me. I can talk because because I like talking. And I'm just gonna talk and talk and talk and talk. So that's gonna be fun. It's coming very soon. Probably about 2 or 3 weeks, and it'll be a little while, and it's gonna take me a little bit of time to transition. But
Makenna, I love you.
it should be very soon. Anyway,
I was just
What?
coming
wondering
soon. Coming
Like-
soon.
if you squint your eyes hard enough. Let me not. If you squint your eyes hard enough, everyone looks a little whitewashed.
Is that so?
Especially Philip, because his eyeballs are the only thing you see when you do that.
My blue eyeballs. Oh, man.
Uh,
Well, anyway, we're 15 minutes in. We haven't had a meaningful conversation yet, so let's get into some meaningful conversation.
All right. 15 minutes
15
in.
minutes.
What are you talking about?
We have been live.
we
for
have
15
not been
minutes.
here for 15 minutes.
Wait, actually?
We have
In like
been-
3 minutes.
Dude,
We have been in here.
16 minutes and 8 seconds actually, counting.
No.
It's not,
We've
it's not,
only been recording
yeah,
for
not only
10
recording, it's when
minutes
we've been live.
tops.
That's when we've been live. We've been live for that long. All right. Anyway,
Oh.
time flies. So anyway,
When
Tad,
you-
how are you doing? And yes, Kate, I'm getting an
I'm
upgrade.
doing
I'm
pretty-
getting a big upgrade. Yeah, I know, Kate, I know. Anyway, let's hear.
Hey,
from
what
her.
does she know?
She said, yeah, but you started like 5 minutes ago. Yes, I know. But we've been live for almost 17 minutes now. And we still haven't had a meaningful conversation, so let's get into it. Tad, how are you doing this wonderful Wednesday evening?
Ooh, I'm doing pretty good in the hood.
Good? What you been up to recently?
Cool.
Awesome. How's that going?
I got all A's, so I guess
Hey.
it's going good.
My man. I like it. That's good. All A's is very important. It's important to do well in school. Important to commit yourself.
Kind of, what are your grades? I just want to
That's
this real quick.
we don't really need to talk about that. That is
Let's see.
Oh, yes, we do.
Chorus, I'm passing no matter what. Second period is like a 56. Third period's a 66. Fourth period's a 59.
And you're gonna. What?
That's
I'll
no
be
cap.
passing next week. It's alright.
No cap there.
Let's see. I have a 95, a 94. I have a 100. I have a 99. I have a 97. I have a 97.
Hey, how many classes are you taking? By God. I only have 4
I have
grades.
I have history, math, journalism, astronomy, a couple different things in English.
Nice. That's awesome. Man, Dad's a smart boy out here. Yes, sir. Dad, you're probably the
Man,
smartest.
having
You are probably the smartest in the friend group. Let's be honest. You're probably the smartest in the friend group.
He is book smart. Dakota street smart. If that.
Street smart.
I'm relationship. I'm relationship smart.
Street smart. Cause
No,
that's
you are
or
not.
something.
Don't even try this.
Who's poured more people?
McKenna,
You've
how
been
many?
on
your
How
team,
many of
Andy.
the people have you pulled have lasted? Ooh.
Well, that depends.
Oh,
If we stayed friends or not.
That's not what I meant.
You mean like still dating to this day?
Okay, so why don't we say it this way? The one serious boyfriend you did have was very toxic.
Yes.
I'm just saying. You have a lot of valuable experience at your age that you can help other people at your age with.
whether that's a good thing or a bad thing
We'll
is
just
debatable.
leave it at that. Why don't we just...
You
McKenna
don't.
looks like she wants to kill me.
Do we live
How
together
about
now?
we just leave it at that? McKenna, you are a very strong woman.
Oh
There you
yeah.
Who could break you like a twig?
Anybody
Keep that in
could.
mind.
Hey, that's...
Well, except
Both
Tab.
of you could crush me and Philip. Think about that.
Yeah. How does it feel to be twigs?
It feels fine because I know I'm never going to get married, so I don't have to worry about it. And that's
That is so funny.
exactly the reason why
Because
I
it's
don't
men like you in high school who say, if I die getting crushed between your legs, so be it.
Not men
Wait,
like
I
me.
say that?
So,
I don't
hey,
understand
the
that.
man right above me says that, but...
What you mean the phone? Because there's nothing above you on my screen.
Yeah, you're up top right above me. Anyway, Meredith, let's hear from you. How are you doing?
No, I would hate that. Well, I love that.
Tad, get out of my face.
Meredith, how are you doing?
Continue. Meredith, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's great.
Good, awesome. How is
It's
school
my
going?
podcast.
You have a
Eggs.
lot of very, very intense school, correct? Especially that one class.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
And how was the conclusion of the volleyball season? Tell the viewers about your volleyball season.
I can't say that word. It ended okay.
You can cuss if you need to.
No, I'm not gonna do that because that's bad.
I mean, you can't. I'll just
Why
I
don't
don't do
I'll
that.
label
Just
this
trash.
episode as explicit. That's all I'll do.
Oh,
No, I mean it ended okay. Not like I wanted to, but one of our players was hurt.
my
So
gosh.
That's right. That was one of your good friends, right? Wasn't that one of your best
So
friends?
bad.
yeah. Tad, can you shut up?
Right, Tad, shut up.
Ooh, a Twix. Ooh.
Tad, shut up.
Anyway, well,
One of
Meredith,
your health
it is
sucks. You're gonna
good-
die of diabetes.
It is good to hear from you, Meredith.
that me?
Glad to hear that you're doing well. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Halloween's
can't
passed.
complain.
I'm assuming it's what is it? Yeah, it's about 3 days after Halloween. Tad, is that candy from Halloween?
How are you
Yes.
just realizing Halloween passed?
No, I'm realizing it because that's why Tad has so much. Are those gummies?
Yes.
Man, you can't be bringing those fruit gummies out on the podcast, bro. You make me want some now.
Are these gluten free or gluten? Not gluten.
Let me just feed you a piece of toast. That's what you get for calling me an elder.
I
And
thought
calling me
bread
out
and
on my
toast were
past
the same thing
experiences
until
with men.
today.
Okay, alright.
Wait.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
cover it in cinnamon and sugar and make it the best toast you've ever had before you die.
Hey, I love cinnamon and sugar toast.
I
Cinnamon
thought
and sugar
bread and
toast
toast were
on
the
a
same thing
gluten-free
still
bun.
today.
No, we're gonna give you the gluten one because that's gonna be the last thing you taste before you die. And it's because
Okay.
you called me an elder.
But
And
you are one.
you called me out on my past experiences with religion.
I remember that one time. I was playing Fortnite with Philip, and I said I was gonna put him in prison and only feed him bread and beer.
Bread and beer, yeah. A literal death sentence for me.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, I know
Wait,
another
Philip
reason
can't
why.
even drink beer.
You're right. I cannot drink beer. Honestly, I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna drink when I get of age.
I am.
My dad wants to take me for my first drink.
I'm not gonna.
Oh, y'all already have
You
that.
know, honestly, I can't even drink beer, so that already eliminates a lot of alcohol like that anyway. But of course, I can still have some other forms of alcohol and like wine. But honestly, I just like soda so much. So if I'm ever at a bar, I'll just get soda, which I never go to a bar anyway. I'm never gonna do that. But if I was ever in an atmosphere, I'd just
I've
get
been to
soda,
so many
'cause I love
bars.
soda. I freaking love soda.
Ted,
So, Ted, oh my god.
Nah, seriously, I'm
Anyway.
not even joking.
And I'm never even gonna run the risk.
Yeah,
of
because
getting
your
it.
Uncle Scott.
Oh gosh, one of these days we're going to.
his
I think
uncle's hot.
We're gonna no, his uncle Scott. We're gonna tell the
Oh,
viewers
his
about-
uncle's hot. I was like, what?
We're gonna
I mean, he kind of is.
we're gonna tell the
No,
viewers about
he's not.
Tad's uncle Scott. He's kind of a living legend for the wrong reasons.
My whole
Is he weird
family's
like
a
that?
living legend.
Men.
Anyway, with that, let's get into the topic for tonight. It's good that everyone's still alive.
My grandma told me the other day that they went to Disney World one time and only ate McDonald's for 3 days.
Wow, that's
Wait.
crazy.
Tad.
They ate 9 meals of McDonald's for 3 days.
Tad.
Mm-hmm.
When did I ask?
Because we're talking about Scott. And that includes...
Okay.
When did I ask?
Thank you, Tad, for the information. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I didn't
All
know.
right. Anyway, with that being said, let us get into our topic for tonight. So,
Good night, everybody.
now, guys, see,
I
good
Meredith,
pod, bro.
stop
W
burping.
pod. Meredith, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop burping. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go back and literally edit out every single time you burp, and it's going to be a pain.
No, we love it.
Nobody.
Then I'll just keep burping.
People do not like to hear burps. That is not
Fish
professional.
kicker. She doesn't even have her camera on.
Yesterday, I burped in my mom's face and then blew it at her.
Okay,
What?
Oh,
Yo, my burp's been getting much louder.
okay.
same.
Philip, I found our topic. We can talk about burping.
No, we're not.
Let's talk about burping.
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that at all.
Philip, you're
Philip's the type of guy to have those
This
really
is-
feminine burps.
This is why I'm gonna start doing some podcast episodes by myself. So I can talk about legitimate
How
How in the world
topics.
do you think wants to watch this without me?
Because you're
Who?
boring.
Dad, you know what my mom told you the other day? My mom was like, Philip, I enjoy listening to you talk on the podcast because you actually have good input to offer. Tad, on the other hand, mumbles and doesn't offer anything good other than the occasional profane reference and various candy wrapper sounds. And I was like, you know what? You're kind of right. I think I'm going to start doing episodes by myself. This is why.
That was the only thing I had input on.
Maybe I should do an episode, like me and Makenna should do an episode. Because Makenna, my mom said that she really liked listening
Oh,
to you. the other
yeah.
day. When we were talking about how it's like to be a senior in high school.
Hey,
she
I
said
did too.
She liked your input.
She likes listening to what?
She liked listening to your input the other day for what it's like being a
Philip,
senior.
can you help me open this Twix real quick? My
Shut
hands
up.
are a
I
little bit too
literally cannot
greasy.
hear Philip. Like, shut up.
And this is why I'm doing an episode by myself. Your mic cut out and just heard you go, ah! Anyway, so my mom said that she really enjoyed listening to your input on the episode we did about how is it being a high school senior. Makenna, my mom said she liked listening to your input on that.
Well, I like your mom, so
Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate that. I like her too.
I'd hope so. She's kind of like your teacher, has been for like 13
Well,
years.
she really isn't my teacher anymore, honestly. She's not teaching me anything since I started doing, college work. Oh, by the way, I am one semester away from graduating with 34 college credit hours. Very happy about that. Very happy about
You know how many college credits I have?
that. Well, it's not a
Negative
competition. It's not bad at all. That's just not the pathway that you.
Are you not going to a college full of...
Oh no,
He's
I'm
going to
I'm gonna go into San Hills, and then when I finish there, I'm gonna go to Pembroke, UNC Pembroke, to get a business degree. But I'm doing it all online.
So you mean to tell me you're moving?
No, I'm gonna be doing it all online.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
never,
that's
you guys
nice.
realize I'm never moving from here, right? Like I'm never.
You could live by yourself, Philip, or with friends.
I mean, maybe honestly, that'd be fun to live with friends, but I'm just gonna live with my parents.
We could get a house. We could all get a house together. Oh my
That would be
gosh.
pretty fun. That would be pretty fun.
Oh!
We could what?
We could do better podcasts because we'd all be in the same
We'd all
house.
be in the same room. That
And
would
you
be,
could sit us down and force us to think of a topic.
That would be awesome. Hey, maybe one day if we're all in college, we could get some kind of house so we could split the rent for if we're all working.
Yes.
That would be very fun. That'd be very cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
We'll see. Hey,
Mister, I'm gonna
who
start
knows?
having
I mean,
two
in
jobs,
6
hopefully.
years, we're all gonna be 21, 22, 23. If none of us are in relationships or married or anything
Don't
like that.
say that.
I know, isn't it crazy? Just think, in like 4 years, we'll be.
I'm
we're
moving
all-
the first chance I get away from you guys.
We're all gonna be. We're all gonna be almost in our 20s by the time in 4 years. So it's gonna be.
Hey, Lila, give me some more candy.
By the way, Meredith just booked it. I don't know where she just dipped.
Right, Tyrone,
Philip,
whatever his name is.
We're
Yes.
gonna plan for our own podcast. Yes.
Yes, or just we'll do episodes on this podcast just with the two of us. That way we can actually get some
What?
crisp input. And Dad, we'd probably do this for a serious topic.
I
where
give input.
you literally just went
Yeah,
up to you went up to the camera and went like that with Twix while simultaneously yelling at your sister to get any more candy. That's not input.
Tad's
That's
input consists of
unprofessionalism that
Layla,
does not
give me more
attract viewers.
candy.
But I'm the comic relief, though.
Meredith.
Maybe once we get a following, there will be some people that will actually like that type of comedy. But usually, that's not how a lot of.
Well, I
people
like the
start.
type of
You
comedy.
have to start being a professional.
Right now, I have
you gotta
Kate.
start being very professional. And Kate left as well, so we have
Look,
to
I'm
do.
almost-
Professional's professional.
Oh yeah,
I
and
almost
McKenna
finished
has
it.
her annual sucker.
Oh, can I finish it?
No.
We are live. We've actually just hit the 30-minute mark. So with that, let's get into tonight's topic. Okay, so
Oh,
a quick background for everybody that's listening. Obviously, this is probably known by now, but we are obvious. I'll go ahead and clarify. Anyway, we are all teenagers. Makenna just turned 18 recently. And this is another reason why we
That
are
was
going
Meredith?
to do our own podcast.
I thought that was Chad.
I'm gonna unmute Meredith when I'm done. Anyway,
all right. I'm
so it should be known by now, but I will clarify just for anybody that doesn't know. We are all teenagers. Makenna just turned 18, so she is the third person in our friend group that is officially 18. We have 2 other friends that turned 18 before you, so you are the third. Very awesome. Round of applause for you for making it this far.
Right, that part.
That's yeah, it's major. Good job. Anyway, so we are all teenagers.
15?
Yep, I am 17. Tad is 15. Meredith is 15 as well. Tad and Meredith are close to the same age. I am about 6 months younger than Makenna. So we are all teenagers. Me and Makenna are on the tail end of high school. We're both seniors, both very close to being finished with school, which is whoop, good, very very awesome. Definitely ready to be done. But it has been fun.
Yes.
I've definitely enjoyed it. And Tad and Meredith are in the midst of high school. So, but the most important thing is, we're all teenagers. And thankfully, we have all had each other to grow up with. We have all had each other our whole lives. So, backstory, and
Well,
I want to
minus Tad.
minus Tad, yeah, but I want to get you guys input.
Wait,
on this
what?
A little bit, but I'll explain this. I'll just.
Hey, what about my Tad?
I'll explain it if you let me.
Nothing Tad.
Anyway, so we have, of course, other friends that are not a part of this podcast. We may get them on eventually. Long-term project. We'll get them on eventually. But anyway, we all have grown up together. So us 3, me and Makenna and Meredith, because we didn't know Tad when we were really, really little. But us 3, and then some of our other friends like Jonathan. He was on an episode one time. Jonathan a little bit, not as much, but Jonathan a little bit.
I used to hate Jonathan so much.
I've always loved Jonathan like a brother.
No, we were like kids at like 6. He
Until
would
you
always
feel
used to kick at you. Well, sorry, I'll stop.
Anyway.
Told you about the
point
story
is,
about Jonathan.
We have all grown up together. And when you know people, like, from the time they're babies, I mean, literally, we've all known each other since we were, like, 1, 2, which is very rare. You don't see that a lot with a lot of friend groups around. But we are all connected together, and we have been our whole entire life. So I have known Makenna since she was 1, 2. And, I've known Meredith.
Her mother's womb.
Yeah, well, I wasn't alive I wasn't conceived yet when Makenna was born. But anyway, Meredith,
Actually, you were.
I've known Meredith my whole life. Jonathan, I've known, we've known each other our whole lives. So, point is, we've all grown up with the same friends, which has been wonderful for us because we have solid, like, foundations through friends. And of course, we had just naturally transitioned from being kids to being, that like 10, 12 range where we actually can start hanging out together, doing stuff together. And then to teenagers. That's when you really start to hang out with people and really start to get to know people and really start making connections. And I would argue that at any point in your entire life, it is most important to have good friends at that age. Because that age, if you have good friends, good influences, that you do good things with, that will heavily, heavily, heavily influence your decisions going into adulthood, through high school, the start of high school. I mean, it just changes everything. It affects it so much. And like, we can say this for a lot of people, I don't know where we would be if we didn't have each other, because we are all good influences, we're all support for each other, we're all there for each other, and we all just do fun things together. I mean, our weekends are always, spent with each other. So it's so important and it's so valuable. And we'll talk about a few more things as we go on. But I want to get you guys input. And Tad, I want you to go last because I want to hear what they have to say first, and then I want to hear what you have to say. Because you really, joined our group when we were already teenagers. We didn't know you when you were young. So, Makenna, why don't you start?
That's not how we accept.
There you go. It was part of it. You were just meant to be. So, Makenna, since you grew up in the same state, I want to hear from Meredith after you, but I want to hear from you first. What has it been like to have the same friends for your entire life?
Sometimes it's tiring, honestly.
Yeah.
But
You're right. Because when you're friends with someone for that long, it becomes more like family. And
yeah.
everyone knows this. Being in a family can be tiring sometimes. Yep.
But like you said, growing up and transitioning between like childhood to teenagers to adults, it's like, and considering we all came from church, like that's how we know each other. We have that solid foundation of if we ever need someone to fall back on, we always have each other. And like, I don't remember who it was a conversation with, but I was like, yeah, like these people are my family, but more importantly, my friends, because no matter what, I will talk to them and I will tell them everything.
Yep.
So like, it's nice to have all my friends being friends with each other as well, because like the word gets around when you need help with something, and everyone's willing to do so.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You are absolutely right. Yeah, it's excuse me. It's definitely interesting because when you're friends with someone for this long, like when you grow up and when you're little, you don't really recognize it, but when you get to be a teenager, you subconsciously have just spent your entire life with people, especially when you really start getting to the age where you can do stuff, you know. And so you get so used to them, you get to know them on such a personal level that they really don't become friends anymore. They become friends and family both at the same time. And you know, with like when you get to that point where your friends are your family, families have fights, families, you know, disagree, they have arguments. We have so many stories of times where we have not us two specifically, I'm just saying people in our group. And our friend group have
we've divided a few times.
We have split. I mean, you just think back to the COVID issue. There was a wide split in our friend group as well. Now, you weren't, you had your boyfriend, so you weren't involved heavily with us.
Yeah,
but,
sorry.
No, don't apologize. But you were, you weren't like directly involved, but I can say from someone that was directly involved in this, there was a big split. And you know, family, that happens sometimes in families. I mean, we know people whose kids go off and, you know, say things and do things that are not good. And the point is, like, my point is that despite whatever happens, families are still families. They always come back together and they love each other. And thankfully, we don't fight anymore. I think a lot of us older ones are past the age where we fight. Not us, not some of the older ones. We've matured enough and we've been through enough. Some are like me and you, and some of the older ones in our group don't really bicker
We
anymore.
just sit down and talk about it because we don't like it.
There you go. And we can laugh about how immature some of our previous tips were between whatever, because, you know, you look back.
Yeah.
But before we continue,
and like,
sorry, real quick. Before we continue, Mr. Caleb Downing requested if he could join the podcast. What do you guys say we let Caleb in on this?
yes.
Duh.
Caleb, get in here.
This request on the grounds of.
Just a second. I'm gonna add Caleb in here. Caleb, get in here.
I can test this.
The Discord server is open for you to. Ted, you're outvoted.
Wait, does he want to join? Oh,
yeah, he wants to join. He wants to.
Wait, he wants to join the Discord or the voice channel?
He's gonna join the voice channel. He's already in
the
Discord. What's up,
Hello?
Caleb?
Hello.
Hello, Caleb.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a
Alright, we need the face cam.
This is a very awesome moment. We have the debut for one of the most awesome and nice and sweet people in our entire friend group.
Oh, shucks. You don't have to be that
Mr.
nice.
Caleb Downing. What's up? Hey! Caleb. And props to Caleb, because
Hello.
if I understand correctly, Caleb, you are not feeling great, right?
I woke up sick today.
Oh, man. So
It'd
you,
be like
you
that.
woke up sick, and despite that, you wanted to come join the podcast, huh?
I want to join the podcast. I haven't joined one yet.
Oh, man.
This is the first.
This is good. This is awesome. Caleb, you are going to be on the thumbnail just so we can get clicks, because people are the loyal viewers of the On the Dot Path podcast are going to say, hey, he's new. I want to click on that and watch
The
that.
loyal viewers. There's none of those, by the way.
Me. Me.
Hey, I'm going to
I
rewatch.
watched them. I'm proud of my kids.
I'm gonna rewatch just so I can see.
You have
Caleb.
kids.
Well, anyway, Caleb, hi. How you doing, dude? How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good. Today was kind of a long day because I didn't go to school.
I
Um,
missed you
I bet.
in third period.
But yeah, it was fine. I started to feel a little bit better throughout the day. Um, that's good. The symptoms I had today were kind of just like, sore throat, and like for some reason, like just in general, my throat and my lungs were kind of jacked up. Like I said it in the group chat this morning. My mom woke me up this morning, because I literally don't have the energy to get up, by myself with my alarm. Like I could
Right.
not get up for
Oh.
school.
Oh, that's rough.
And I remember I was trying to talk to my mom, and the first thing that came out of like my mouth was like just some demonic like combination of morning
Enchant
voice.
disabled speaking.
Like it was something weird, and I was like, that's when I was like, all right, something's not right here.
Caleb,
And I
okay, what are your symptoms? Tell me your symptoms real fast.
COVID
just
19.
I don't think I have COVID. I'm not feverish. I have like kind of a sore throat,
Okay.
and I've been coughing throughout the day, sneezing, and just all around just like sinus and stuff. I should be fine in a
Philip,
little
you
bit.
gave him
I
something.
know. I'm trying. I don't want. Oh no.
Hey, we don't know it's from
No,
Philip. We
no.
don't know it's
Hey,
from
we
Philip.
the
It could
only
have
thing
been.
that me and Caleb did is we both ate from the
We went to
same
the game together.
bow time chicken tender container when we went fishing on Friday. Or
You went
Saturday.
to the game together.
Well, we did go to the game together. That's right. But I was feeling better. I mean, I just had my cough, and I didn't cough in Caleb's face any, so that was good.
Why aren't I
Anyway.
sick?
Well, yeah, there you go. See, there you go. See, Tad would be sick as well if I would have passed it. So who knows,
Tad's built different.
dude?
Read different.
Breed different. Anyway, well, I am very sorry about that, Caleb.
Getting back on track.
And getting back on track. So, Caleb, let's catch you up to speed a little bit before we kind of brief you on what we're doing. Introduce
Before I
yourself.
continue with what I was saying.
Introduce yourself to the
Please.
viewers. Let's hear a little bit about you because they don't know who you are. We know who you are. We all of us know who you are. Of course, it's impossible not to know who Caleb is. But let's hear it
Lila.
let's hear it from the Ted. What?
Why are we facing
Candy.
your feet?
Anyway, let's hear it
Yes,
from the.
now.
Okay, I'm gonna mute Tad while he yells at his sister. Tad, do a thumbs up on your screen when you are ready to be unmuted. Anyway, while that's happening, Caleb, tell the
Oh no!
tell the podcast who you are, bro. Let's hear it.
Hello. My name is Caleb Downing, but a lot of the people in this this chat room here like to call me Kleb.
Yes, sir.
Basically they take the A away and it becomes CLEB.
That is your name, by the way.
I don't know.
Everybody knows Kleb, but they don't know Calb.
My favorite sport is tennis. I love to play tennis.
D1
With
player right
Mr.
there.
Okay, that's a stretch, but okay. But anyways, let's see. Other than that, just for fun, my favorite color is blue. I am friends with everybody in this chat room, and we have a gigantic friend group here, and I'm
Yes,
friends
we
with
do.
everybody in that.
We do.
Um,
Awesome friend group. There you go. Look at that. Okay, so Makenna, we're gonna add Caleb, and we're gonna do me, you, and Caleb on the the next
Okay.
podcast episode.
Sounds
So,
excellent.
Caleb, we had a revelation.
What?
We had a revelation.
You're next.
We
You're
had.
after me.
I had an epiphany. I was sitting here listening to Tad yell at Lila and Meredith burp, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna do some episodes where it's just me and McKenna and Caleb.
Dude, I'm not even I made that whole conversation with Lila up. She wasn't even here.
Okay, then that's just weird, Tad.
Yes, I want my candy. Give me my Skittles.
So Tad's just laying
Tad,
on
you
his
want
bed with
some
his phone in his
ham?
hand like this and just yelling, Lila, come get me some candy out in the open. No, Tad, no wonder the Cadells have the reputation they do.
Bring the Coke 2 liter too.
Oh, Sweaty Boy says, hi, Caleb.
Who's Sweaty
Hello.
Boy?
It's Kate.
That's Philip.
Sweaty Boy is, Kate. Who made that up, by the way? Was that Tad?
I think it was me,
Probably.
yeah.
Makes
It
the
was
most
me.
sense.
I made up pretty much everything in the friend group.
Don't lie.
Everything's credited to me.
Okay, that's not true.
I made this podcast up. I even pay for it.
That is so funny. Now I feel I'm getting triggered. How my hair
Whole
look?
thing, my idea.
Hair looks
I'm
great,
the
McKenna.
CEO, co-founder.
I think you
Thanks.
rock the reddish hair, and then the really red hair.
Thanks.
All right, Jonathan's also gonna pop in a minute, so we're gonna have 6 people tonight. This is good. This is
Not
Remember
as
that
much
episode of SpongeBob
people.
where Mr. Krabs chokes on the apple?
yeah. What
I don't know. I just thought about that.
okay.
So this is why Tad's adopted. And your uncle's crazy.
Oh, sorry. We have a group chat named Tad's Adopted. Oh my gosh, that was funny. That was you, right, McKenna?
Wait, I am? Officially?
I think it's official.
Me and Abby talked about it. We're gonna get notarized and everything for you.
Oh my gosh.
It's
I
gonna
call
be at the
every
side.
girl
I can't
mom.
wait.
That's not okay. That's so weird.
Okay. Tad, you bring a lot of what
Some
you
respect,
get
buddy.
onto yourself. Just gonna say that.
What?
Nothing. All right. Anyway,
All right, done.
so we're gonna catch everybody up to speed
Fake
real
news.
fast. So Caleb, tonight the topic, what I have been trying to get across for the last 46 minutes and 59 seconds, with frequent interruptions between burps, Lila being yelled at, candy wrappers being crunched. Anyway.
And this.
Yeah. Tad chewing. No, Tad's like, dude, what am I doing? I offer professional content. Literally 3 seconds earlier was chewing a Twix bar 3 inches from the camera. This is professional. How are you talking about?
Hey, Lila, go get me one.
Okay.
Actually, I'll get it myself.
Yeah, Tad's
Tad,
just talking to the
shut
air. Alright, anyway. So,
Alright.
if we cut out those free... Oh, and
Look in here.
Meredith said a no-no word that I'm going to have to go back and edit out. Thanks, Meredith.
Oh my gosh.
Milky Way.
Okay, I'm done.
So,
I
tonight-
didn't say a bad word.
Again.
All I said was. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say it.
Right.
I don't know, I like that word. And then Tad dropped the N-word on one stream, on one podcast. I had to go
I
edit
remember
that.
that.
Oh,
Anyway,
he did.
yeah. Anyway, so the
Going
our
back.
topic tonight, and I know you can offer some very good input on this because you and me are in basically the same situation. But the topic is how important it is to have good friends and good influences while you're a teenager. And the main point is how, let's just be honest, the teenage years are probably the most tumultuous times in a person's life, counting when you move out, when you have kids, when you have grandkids, and when your kids move out. If you think about
Where a
that,
kid
those are
can
probably
be
like
a
the 4
kid.
most
Don't your
times.
kids have to move out before they have grandkids?
No, I'm saying you have kids, and then when your kids do move out eventually. Like if we're thinking like a long life, way down the line.
I know you made it out of order.
No.
You said when you have grandkids, and then when your kids move out.
What?
Continue.
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna do a.
There's no
podcast
use
episode
crying
by
over
myself.
spilt milk.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, so
I would
point
really
is-
leave this project that I started.
Okay. So anyway,
Good luck paying for it every month.
yeah, okay, Mr. No Job, which is fine. But sometimes you need money to pay for stuff, i.e., podcasts.
Hey, Lila gets me that money.
Okay.
I don't want to know how.
I'm not even. We're not.
Continue
even
with
gonna ask.
your thing,
Okay,
Philip.
so
Just
Yeah, it worked.
the point I was making is that those the 4 times I just listened are probably the times in a person's life where there's the most changes going on involving you or involving somebody else. But I would argue the times where you are changing the most physically, mentally, and spiritually, in our case, would absolutely be in the teen years. And those are the years where so much is happening in your life. You really have the opportunity to learn what it's like to work, because you really start doing school. A lot of us get jobs around this time, so you learn what it's like to work. You're growing up, you're maturing, you are preparing to go out to the workforce. I mean, you think about it, you are doing a crap ton of stuff as a teenager. Like, there is a lot on you to do as a teenager. And people forget this because, you know, they go through the teen years and then they forget and they get used to being an adult. But being a teen is like, there's a lot that happens. There's a lot that you do. Especially us seniors are finding out that when you are a step away from entering the college door, that is a very big door to enter right there. But what can help, and this is an underlying factor that I think can happen no matter what happens, no matter what you are in high school, whether you are a sports player or a music and chorus person, no matter what you participate in, if you have good friends, good influences, good relationships with your people, your peers throughout high school, that is such a tremendous help, because high school is stressful. And if you have friends that can help you de-stress, I mean, that's just one small example, right? That helps so much. And it's so important. And people, sadly, if you look at a lot of people, like a lot of people that do bad stuff in high school, party, go out, get drunk, are probably the people that either have just surface level friends or not a lot of friends at all and just kind of float from group to group, or in just a popular over a lot of people but don't really have super close friends because they don't have any, or just have bad influences as friends. Either that. There's only a select few people that are in high school that are good hard workers, that really are, you know, motivated, and that have good friends around them. So I have a few more points I wanna share, but let's hear from some other people. So let's open the floor. What you guys think? Any thoughts?
Well, I think at least in like the spiritual aspect of life, I think you guys definitely keep me in the word, so to speak.
Oh, amen to that. Oh gosh, heck yeah, gosh. I mean, it would be very hard. I mean, it doable, of course, but I would not want to serve God by myself. If I was the only, I mean, I would still do it. I would do it because that's what you have to be, you know, comfortable with the fact that may happen one day, sadly, but I would not want to serve God by myself. Good grief. I need my friends to encourage me. I mean, gosh, it'd be hard to do that by yourself. So
I show a swastika on stream.
What?
I show a swastika. Is that banned?
What? Where did that come from?
I'm just asking.
Okay, Makenna, did you have something that you were gonna say?
Oh, like back with the friends thing, how we like grew up together, but like not adopting, but like accepting all these different people in our group, like Owen, Kylie, and Tad. Owen and Kylie, which probably are never gonna show up again because whatever. But like just like accepting them into our group and like trying to show them the way spiritually and in life. I guess, as Kylie says, thank you so much for always making me feel so welcomed. Like, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Like, that is our thing. And I'm glad we make her feel like that, because like if we didn't, she would never show up, and she would probably, like, I don't know.
Yep.
Obviously hate us.
I think Kylie voices the opinion that a lot of people share. I really think that she really, like, I think a lot of people feel the same way as her, whether they actually form the words in their minds or not. A lot of people feel the same way as her, but she actually voices it. And then you can see it, because you can see, like, the impact that good friends have, good influences have on her. So, for those of you who don't know, one of the people in our friend group, her name is Kylie. She is Tad and Meredith's age. She's a sophomore.
With red hair.
We really did not know her until last year. So, our group, we had, Tad and Meredith and Caleb, Makenna, and myself were, of course, all a part of this group, dating back to when she really first started coming to a bunch of stuff. So we have another friend in our group who was good friends with Kylie. They knew each other from school. And Kylie believed a lot of the same stuff as we did, so our other friend decided she was going to invite Kylie to one of our gatherings. And it was just perfect. Everyone got along with her. Everyone loved her. She's super sweet, super nice. And now that she's really, really gotten close with us, she has more than once, to me in private conversations and to everybody, how appreciative she is of the fact that everyone is just, you know, here for her and always there, and how we provide such wonderful fellowship, wonderful opportunities for just being good, being good friends. And that's proof right there to me of how important having good friends are, because she's told me multiple occasions she doesn't know who she'd go to if she didn't have her friends to talk about anything, talk about life, talk about school, talk about her issues, whatever, whatever. And it makes me
Her knee.
Her knee, yeah. I don't want to say it, but her knee.
Her knee.
Anyway, so Caleb, what do you think? What do you think of it? I know you got some thoughts.
I think it is made possible for a human in their teenage years to go through life with 0 friends, but I think there are a lot of parts of life that you can't experience without true friends, like friends you can be open with, and friends you can be yourself around. I think it's important to try to be friendly with everybody, but also know really who the people you can rely on are. You can rely on to encourage you and just help you through life, so you can experience stuff with other people, not just try to go through things by yourself. Some people are content to go through things by themselves, and I think a lot of others much more prefer to go through things with other people. And I think a friend group is really beneficial for everybody.
You know what? I want to say this about what you just said, because I absolutely agree, and I think that's a perfect segue into a point I was going to try to make. I think, so you said that most people heavily prefer, or at least subconsciously prefer, to go through things and issues with other people, because issues will always happen. Big, small, whatever the case is, however you react to it, issues are going to happen in everybody's life. It's called life. It's called living in a world where stuff naturally breaks down. It's called science. I mean, that's the law of science. It's called entropy. Stuff breaks down over time, meaning bad stuff's going to happen. Just the way it works, the way the world works, sadly. So stuff's going to happen, and a lot of people choose to go through stuff with other people. But the people that choose to go through stuff with other people are people that are comfortable enough with groups of people or specific people to actually talk to them. And I think that, and I can say this for me, and I know everybody can say this as well. I know everybody can say this as well. And if you haven't experienced this, you probably will. But when you go through your teen years, I think that you kind of, at certain points in life, you experience both sides. You go through things that you think you could only go through by yourself, because you, for whatever reason, you didn't feel like you could trust people with it. I know I have had issues where I have just shut off and not talked to anybody. Granted, I was a lot younger, but still, all of us have gone through stuff where we didn't talk to anybody. So I think we've experienced both sides. But I think we've experienced both sides because when you go through things and you don't talk to anybody and you just shut off completely, you realize how dangerous that is and how it doesn't help. Exactly. So then you want to be able to trust. You want to be able to open up. You want to be able to talk to people about stuff. And I think, don't you all agree? Don't you think we've all been at places where we've faced issues by ourselves and we kind of realize that's not really...
Absolutely. At least once.
I know at least once as well. Caleb, what would you say? You think...
What do I say about what?
Would you say that there have been things that you've gone through where you went through an issue by yourself and you shut off from other people, or you just didn't talk to anybody about it, and you realized that really wasn't, healthy? It wasn't the best way for you to handle an issue like that? And then you trusted other people, you were open with other people, and you realized that helps.
I think it takes a lot of humbling to realize that you need help from other people in a lot of situations, because I try to be as independent as possible, but there are times where I have to humble myself and say I need help from somebody else. It can be with anything. It can be like mental issues, like
Absolutely.
social issues, like psychological, emotional, even physical. Like we need help from other people. Everyone does
Absolutely.
at times. So
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, in that, like you said, it takes a lot of it takes being humble because it's hard to just simply say. It's hard to get to the point where you realize that you yourself cannot accomplish something. Like we, you know, we as beings, especially
Mhm.
us very motivated people, are like, I have the power to do anything I want to. Sadly, we can't always do everything that we want to by ourselves. Sometimes we have to get to the point where you're like, yeah, I realize I can't actually do this by myself. I need help, which is tough because then you realize
Yeah, I
you are
know.
not capable of something by yourself. You know.
Mhm.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, our teacher, my first period and his third period teacher has a sign in her classroom. It's just a little sign, but it says, asking for help is brave or something like that. And I'm pretty sure she mentions it every single morning. She's like, you guys, quote the wall picture. And we're like, yeah, so about that. And then, like, we just, like, carry on. And then we tell her how amazing our friends are. And then we support each other. And having friends in high school, especially nowadays, considering, like, this is, like, very controversial in a sense, but, like, the LGBTQ stuff or having your different cliques or knowing certain people who are, like, really mean to other people, like, knowing you have friends to fall back on and there's, like, this is my solid group. Like, this is who I'm comfortable with and who I can be myself around and whatever. That's who I fall back to. And so, like, I think I bring you guys up at least once a day for sure. Because it's just, like, so nice to be like, yeah, I have good friends.
Mhm.
Get over it. So,
Because a lot of people
there's
don't have
that.
good friends. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
have good friends. Like in my mind, I don't know how my life would be so different if I didn't have the friends that I've had. I can't imagine myself in any other way because I've always had these friends that I've had. I literally cannot imagine myself doing anything. But that's because I've done this for so long. I've been here since the start. I've been a teenager since in our group, and I've just. And you know what? I want to make this point as well. I want to transition to this topic. And Makenna and Caleb, you guys specifically are going to know a lot about this. Before we do, Meredith, do you have anything to say up to this point? Do you have anything that you want to add?
No. I'm kind of not been paying attention. I'm writing. I'm sorry.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm still getting over my cold. Excuse me. Anyway. Well, it's presence that counts, Meredith. Presence that counts. Anyway. So, this is another thing I wanted to bring up because I had this, I made a mental note of this. And Meredith and Tad, you guys, I want you guys' input as well, but you won't know as much about this. But Meredith, Makenna and Caleb, you guys are going to know a lot about this. So, when we were so we're all 17. Me and Caleb are 17. McKenna's now 18. But when we were, let's turn the clock back. When we, about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, when we were 13 and 14,
Oh, gosh.
we were the young ones in our friend group. And I don't want to speak bad about anybody, and I certainly don't want this to come across as me speaking bad about anybody, and I don't want this to seem harsh, but I do want to
It's anonymous.
We won't name any specific names, but we'll just put it out there as it is. The friend group that was an age bracket above us was just a lot different than how our group is nowadays.
For
And
sure.
you know this if you live through it. And I don't want people to sound like they were bad people, because they were teenagers.
They're not.
They're not horrible people. They came to church.
They're going through the phases that we're going through now, transitioning from teens to adults.
Exactly. But see, there was a difference with their group. And first of all, their group wasn't quite as big. There was a smaller, and there were a lot of people in that age bracket that lived in some other states. There's a multiple of them, but they just, it was different because we were like 13, 14. A lot of them were 16, 17, 18, kind of, that 19, that age bracket. But they never really made a whole lot of efforts to actually like connect our friend groups. Which, is that a bad thing? I mean, no. I mean, I'm not gonna criticize them for that because maybe that just wasn't something that they
They
thought
were
of.
older.
They were older.
Yeah.
With our group, we make a lot of efforts to, you know, incorporate some of the younger people in our friend group, which I think that's motivation because we didn't have that. But looking
Yeah, not only that, but we actually hang out.
exactly, we actually and we get along. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sugarcoat it as
Dude.
much as I can. But listen, let's just be honest. The fact of the matter was, the age group when I was 13 or 14, when I was just starting to be a teenager, and when I just started going to teen events, the age bracket above ours was not bound together by something more than just church. They weren't bound together by something more, something deeper than just surface relationships. They would hang out at church, but did they ever make any efforts like we did to hang out outside of church, hang out through the week, do stuff like that? Not really. And of course there are, you know, good ones, of course, that are still around today. But Caleb's older sister was in that friend group. And she is the only person in her age group, the group was one, you know, generation above ours. She is to this day the only person in that friend group that is still coming to church. Every single one of them have left. Some of them have left.
Other than Hunter.
But Hunter, but he was with Chase. He was more with Chase and Alex. That was and Addison. They were the generation before that. There was just
like their own.
Yeah, there was a little bit of separation. What's up,
Hi,
Jonathan?
Jonathan.
Hey,
What's
Jonathan.
up?
Oh,
Okay, Jonathan, we'll catch
Howdy.
you up to everything in just a minute. I'm gonna finish
Oh,
the point
oh.
real fast. You can listen in. And I'll
Yeah, you
update
good.
you in just a little bit. Anyway, so that age group now are not friends anymore. I mean, that group doesn't exist anymore. They're not a group anymore. A lot of them are off to college. Some of them are married. But the point is, we're still going to be friends, and we're going to be bound together, and we are going to still be in each other's lives when we're married and we are off to college. I mean, that's not going to be a goodbye for us.
And when we're married to each other.
oh, death do us part.
I'm not in that. I'm not in that.
And
Y'all
we-
can marry each other.
So
No one said you were.
Aw.
as
Thank
me and Caleb and Makenna definitely experienced this, but as a 13-year-old, looking up to the older ones, they were not the best example of a friend group because they don't exist anymore. They all broke up off of fights and quarrels that they never made any efforts to fix, and they never had the real stuff. They never made efforts. There's a scripture in the Bible that basically says you have to maintain and strive to keep the bond of unity, which means you actually have to put forth effort to make sure people stay united, to make sure there is unity, to make sure there's peace in a group. You have to put forth effort. It takes effort. It takes time. It takes committing yourself, admitting you're wrong. It takes a lot of time to, you know, maintain a bond. And that
there's a good bit of patience that you
and
need to have.
lots of patience,
Yeah, that too.
lots of patience. And that just wasn't a thing with the age group above us. And so, as someone who witnessed that, and who that was, you know, my first impression of a group of friends, thankfully, I was able to realize that's not what I want my group of friends to be like. Because I could see how that was just not what you... And sadly, a lot of those people did bad stuff in high school. Because none of them actually went out and did the hard thing and said, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. They all were doing the same things. And that is one of the reasons why I'm very passionate, and one of the reasons why I have such a desire to provide the best, you know, group and the best environment. That's the word, environment that I can. Because I look at the people that I first looked up to, or the people that were not, I don't want to say looked up to like I admired them, but just the people that were above me in age and I could see what they were doing. That was my first impression of a friend group. And you look at where they are now. And that's why in reverse, I did not want my friend group to be like that. So
Yeah, and like you said about seeing them and looking up at them, my brother was a part of that. So
yeah,
like,
I didn't know if you wanted me to say that or
seeing,
not, but
oh, it's fine. No, but my brother eventually, let me just put this out there, left the church,
Mhm.
and as many of them did, which they're not bad people for doing so, but like things got mixed up in that, and people were like, we don't, whatever. But seeing him grow up versus how I see myself growing up, I see him growing up maybe talking to your cousin like once or twice a month.
Yep.
Or him like only talking to our youth leaders when they see them, and like they never really made an effort to do anything to get together outside of the weekends if they did anything. And low key hurts because all I saw was my brother hanging out with his school friends, and I was like, I know they're not rooted in the right place, what we would see as right, which is Christ. When we are not only rooted in the church, but we're rooted outside for school, we're rooted for sports, we're rooted for fellowship and stuff like that. We're not just friendship based, if that makes sense.
you're absolutely
So there's two completely different ways of growing up together. Because
Exactly.
he looks at me now and he's like, "What are you doing tonight?" I was like, "Oh, we're doing a podcast," or "Oh, we're going to do this," or "We're doing this," or "We did this last weekend." He's looking at me like, "Y'all really hang out a lot."
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, exactly.
it's nice hearing that.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And I don't know the answer to this for sure, but I bet you Bobby probably doesn't talk with or conversate with or reach out to a lot of the friends that he had when he was in school, because he's
No.
married. He's married
Well,
now, which of course that's gonna
He
be
hangs out with like two people
right
from
exactly.
high school,
Exactly.
which is his wife and his best friend.
Exactly. And so,
So-
and that school friends are a lot of the times, most school friends are going to be temporary. Now, is this?
Yeah.
Am I saying this to? Does this mean that you should never have school friends? Absolutely
No.
not. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Oh my gosh.
You need
it
someone
is-
to get you through the week.
Heck yeah, dude! It is so important to have friends at school, dude.
I will say Caleb is one of my bestest friends at school, so
Dude,
much love to Caleb.
There's a lot of people that are like, you should only hang out with people in the church, or only hang out with the people with the
Yeah.
exact same beliefs as you. And I disagree with that completely. It is so important to have friends that think things other than you, so you're exposed to other viewpoints. It's also important
Yeah,
to be
for
friends
sure.
with people that you can be a light to and you can share what you have with. And it's just good to have people that you can go through the week when you're not seeing your church friends to get you through a week. It is so, dude, that's all important.
That
Dude,
part.
school friends are like, they're very important. Dude, you absolutely should have. You should not go through high school and saying, I'm not going to be with friends with anybody here. Then you're going to be happy 2 days of the week, Saturday and Sunday, when you see your friends, and the other 5 days you're going to be
You're going to
miserable.
make yourself miserable.
Exactly.
Because I tried that. You're going to make yourself absolutely miserable saying, these aren't my school friends, or these aren't my church friends. I am by myself.
Exactly.
I don't like people. I don't want to talk to anyone. And then you're going to break out of your shell and be like,
Yep.
did you do
It
your
is-
homework? Because I didn't.
Exactly. It is healthy to have multiple different friends or friend groups or whatever. It is healthy to have multiple perspectives that you're exposed to. Very, very healthy. Now, obviously, some of those friends are not going to be around forever, which is okay. That's just part of life. But it is important to have friends like that while...
Yeah,
you
I'm
are
ditching
in
y'all
school.
once I graduate high school. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, Mayor. Okay.
So,
okay.
Caleb, what do you
kidding.
think? What do you think about
Your
that,
life
all we've been talking about?
Yeah, I agree. I think having school friends can be a very good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think going through school alone is actually something is very difficult, especially when you're looking in the hallways 24/7 and I've experienced this before, and you're the guy that's walking alone and everybody else is like walking with somebody else, and it's like, well, I'm kind of just
You're there.
I'm here, but I'm not really making an effort to connect with the other kids that are here that I might be able to get along with. And so I've actually, just from being at school already, from only, I want to say, months. We've been at school for like 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 months.
I've already like further developed like some friendships from people from my chorus class from vocal music. Um, I know all of them, and they all know me, and they all are just super chill with me, and yeah, I think that's why I think you should try to be friendly with
Yeah,
everybody.
absolutely.
Because you never know. It might be the difference being that extra bit nice to somebody. You might gain an extra relationship with them, you know?
Yep. Conversely,
Absolutely.
you guys have your school friends, and the other friends that me and Tad have are our homeschool friends, the people that we have in our homeschool group. Those are our other friends that we have, and we're good friends with a lot of them. You know, we're gonna see them this Friday. We're actually me and Tad are going to one of our gatherings on Friday night. It's awesome to get to experience them because you guys have your school friends that you guys hang out with, and I have these friends in our teen group and then for our homeschool group that are really awesome, and they're awesome. I love hanging out with them. But of course, what I'm rooted in and what my family are us. But it's good to have other friends. It's good to experience other people, other beliefs. It's good to experience it now. We'll talk about homeschooling another podcast because that is a rabbit hole that will go down eventually. I know we'll have some.
Wait,
good
what do you mean
topics.
rabbit?
There's a lot to unpack on homeschooling. A lot of opinions about homeschoolers.
There is.
And honestly, there's a lot of valid opinions about homeschoolers.
Can't say anything. I was homeschooled until 6th grade, so
I've never been homeschooled a day in my life.
It's not for everybody, and it should be for some people. We'll put it that way. So we'll have.
I'm purebred public kid.
We'll definitely talk about that in another podcast. Anyway, I should probably catch Jonathan up of what we're talking about.
Friendship, buddy.
I've been listening.
Friendship.
So, if,
Hour of friendship.
Jonathan, we are talking about the importance of having good friends while you are a teenager.
Ah,
How
Well,
important it
growing
is.
up in general.
And just growing up, yeah, not just when you're a teenager, but growing up, going through high school, yada, yada, yada,
yeah.
So, first of all, how are you doing, Jonathan?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good,
Like
good.
that.
So, let's tell the viewers, the 0 viewers, but I'm sure people are going to go back and watch this on YouTube, maybe. But tell the viewers about your
No.
Disney World trip. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Awesome. Galaxy's Edge was super dope. And I would not recommend ever going back to Magic Kingdom once you've been there, like at least once.
Hey, I mean, I'm gonna go there for probably around the 30th time, probably in December. So,
Why do you not recommend it?
Just like the
I'm
Magic
going there the
Kingdom
30th time. Not a big deal.
park.
I mean,
Super boring.
I've probably been to Magic Kingdom about 30 times.
I don't think I'll ever. Well, I'm sure I'll go back there like maybe once, but like, I'd much rather go to like I don't know the Hollywood Studios area or like Animal Kingdom rather. It was just so crowded, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And it was boring. Like the rides were fun.
Did you know Doritos were invented at Disney World?
That's
I
Doritos,
did
like
not
the.
know that.
Wait, what the?
Yeah, I
Thank you,
read some
Walt
story
Disney.
about that. There was this guy at a restaurant. Well, Walt Disney's already dead by the time Disney World was built. But there was this guy at this restaurant. He had these tortilla chips, and I understand that he knocked it in this fryer and knocked some seasoning in it. I don't even know how. This may not be a real story, but I read this, and he magically created Doritos and ate them when it came out of the fryer.
I find that very hard to believe.
Wow,
Like,
okay.
very
You
That's
can
very
find more.
comical. That sounds very comical.
Like,
Wow.
yeah, let me just dip these tortilla chips in a fryer and throw some
Oh, no, it
seasoning
was
on it.
I'm
Disney.
gonna deep fry
No,
it.
Man.
Doritos.
Oh, Disneyland. I'm gonna deep
Okay,
fry
wait,
this
wait,
tortilla
wait.
chip
A
and knock some garlic powder in. Some chili
Costa
cheese
de
sauce.
Fritos
And then
invented
I'll call it
Doritos by repurposing. Wait, just let me talk. There was this restaurant at Disneyland and it had these stale tortillas. Wait, I gotta read the story.
no, you don't.
Wait, let me
They
talk.
were
Wait, I gotta read the story first. Hold on.
Ranch just to be fired.
What'd you say?
It's cool.
What'd you say?
Hmm.
Say that again.
Oh, I just casually stated some facts. You can hear me again once you go and edit.
No. Say it again for the people that
You
didn't
hear
hear
me.
it. No, I don't think everybody heard you, Jonathan.
Ranch.
No, I want to hear him say it. Please, Jonathan.
I want to hear it. Say it. I didn't hear him.
I said Cool Ranch Doritos suck.
They do suck. I absolutely hate them.
What?
You. Somebody
them.
said
They're
it. Jonathan,
disgusting.
Jonathan, you are gonna be.
They
I'm
are
just gonna
terrible.
Let you run the podcast. This is your podcast now. This is
I
your
honestly
show.
thought you were gonna get heated.
I thought you said Doritos.
No, they're
I
disgusting.
thought you said Doritos and ranch go good together. I was about to kick you off the podcast. Now
No.
I'm giving you full ownership of the podcast.
I've never tried it.
Hey, Cool Ranch
Never tried
Doritos
it.
suck. They suck.
Cool
They're
Ranch
terrible.
is
Dude,
not
I
good.
hate Cool Ranch Doritos. Oh my god.
Okay, but regular Doritos smell like throw up.
What?
You smell.
No, they don't.
Hey,
What?
what time is it? What time is it? I told you we were on a time crunch.
Are we at the 11 o'clock?
Yeah,
cutoff?
they were.
Yeah,
Anyway, go ahead.
homie
Ted.
just said we're tired.
Finish the story.
In the early 1960s, a salesman at this restaurant at Disneyland was noticed they were tossing unused tortillas in the trash at the end of the day. He suggested that they cook up the surplus tortillas into triangles, deep fry them, and season them in the style of a Mexican snack called totopos. The cook took the salesman's advice and fried up the first batch of what we now know as Doritos.
Wow. What did you say, Jonathan?
Oh, I was just making fun of the way he said that.
I don't know
Right.
Mexican. I don't know.
Okay. All right, Makenna has things to do tonight, apparently.
I
Okay.
do.
We are really on the 11 o'clock. cutoff.
FaceTime with a mini
Hey,
boyfriend.
this
The
is a good
dishes were
episode.
supposed to be put up an hour ago.
Sorry about that. Anyway, this is a good episode. We got some good discussions out of you guys. See, we roped some good
That's
discussion
great.
out of there. We were definitely aided by
Talking about
the-
Doritos.
Hey,
There
special.
was a good balance between
It was a good balance between.
facts and it was good. It was
it was
good.
good.
Yeah, I really
Especially-
Hey,
guys.
we had good old
special
Caleb
thanks to
and
Caleb and Jonathan for popping in, man.
little late,
Appreciate
but-
you guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks you guys.
That's awesome.
Hey, you're
Yeah.
welcome
Much
anytime.
Much love.
Hey, so before, I'm going to do this live on air right now. I'm going to add you both to the podcast group chat.
Oh,
There's
Wow.
there's a group chat.
There is a group
Oh.
chat
Yeah,
that
we're
we use.
already-
And Caleb, you
Uh,
are
other
added as well. Alright, so you guys are both in another group chat. Anyway, so you guys
I'm at
are...
about 4.
Yeah, I'm in like 6. Hate it. No, I don't actually hate it. It's fun.
You guys are in the podcast group chat now, so you guys will be corresponding. You guys will be notified whenever we're going to do another episode. We are hopefully going to start doing them regularly.
Mhm.
As soon as I get my new
We
setup.
can do them.
Go.
Oh,
We can do them every 2 weeks.
We can.
Would every 2 weeks work?
Listen,
we could
can do
plan
We can
for
do
it
We could do it.
Officially.
We could do it.
Oh my
at any
God.
time.
Yeah.
Using the app that Abby gave us, we could make our own little calendar.
Hey, that's a good
Oh
idea.
my God.
I'll look into that.
I can do that.
You want to do that? You can do that if you
I
want.
can
I-
manage.
That
I
app,
can manage it, sure.
Sweet. Let's
that
do
app is really.
It is really nice. Okay, do you want to do that, McKenna? If you do that, that'd be fantastic. You want to look into that?
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Okay. Hey, so
You
I
guys-
wanted to mention to either of you, any of you, so McKenna's doing that, and anybody, this goes for anybody. Would anybody be interested in making some TikTok clips of our streams and uploading them to the
No.
TikTok page? Okay, that's okay, Dad. But would any of you be interested in doing that? If not, no worries. I'm
Wait,
just
what was the
wondering-
question?
Oh shoot.
Meredith could do it. She
I
makes
don't-
What?
good
Hey,
TikToks.
Meredith does make TikToks. She makes
Meredith could
viral
be the
TikToks.
social manager.
Shut up.
So
What?
we have
Can
an
I be the
official-
investor?
We have an official TikTok page where we
Okay.
can upload like just funny clips or just clips in general of any moment on our podcast. And sadly, I honestly I don't have time to make TikTok clips.
I have an idea, Philip. I can talk to you about it after this
Okay,
or after the.
sounds good. Does anybody want to do that? Does anybody want to? Because basically, what it would
Yeah, I'll
involve
set up.
is,
I'll do it.
but what
I
it would
know. I
involve,
got it. I have
Okay, Jonathan can do
Go
it.
ahead. Okay, Jonathan, you want to do it?
Yeah.
Or you both could do it. You both could do it.
Jonathan can do it.
We have multiple streams that we could upload clips from.
Oh, sweet. Okay, just send me like full streams, and I can like.
So
take
what I'll
clips and
do
stuff.
is I will send you the full streams, and then
Yeah. Also, yeah, I can screen record them as well, or whatever
screen
works.
record them. Do whatever you need to do. Just if you have, and do you have
Yeah.
any type of way to like edit it or just? You know what? This is all I really need. I just need times picked out. I can do the rest there. The rest won't take long at all. I just need specific moments. If you can like shorten it down to like a 30-second moment, that's all I really need. I just don't have time to go back and watch the streams and find moments. I don't have time to do that, sadly.
Mm-hmm. That's what I figured. You can get your
if I didn't
your
have to
little
work.
friend.
Maybe so. If I didn't have to work, then that'd be a different story. But with work and with school and with all the other projects that I am making,
I hear you.
in the works, I really just I can't do that. So anyway, Jonathan, you are the man. I appreciate you. And Meredith, if you want to do that
Please.
as well, we have multiple streams that you can get. You can pick clips from.
Rotate, because I'm sure there's quite a bit of streams.
We've only uploaded one TikTok from our podcast, and we have 5 streams that we could look at. So.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
By the way, quick question: how long do you guys think a season should be? Because we're in season 1 right now. How many episodes do you think it should be?
Maybe
8
10.
episodes.
10.
10 episodes.
10
to
12 max.
10 to
Majority.
10 to
I'd
13.
say limited
so-
at 5.
Well, then we're
It
gonna-
depends. This is just like our intro season, I guess, and then maybe we can have like
Now I'm already we're all drawing up storyboards for the next few seasons.
season. Maybe we shouldn't limit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
My AirPod case.
All
Have
right.
a
We
season
could do
out,
a season.
We can do what?
and we spread it out over multiple things.
What'd you say?
You know what I mean? I don't maybe further
Like,
down.
if we start planning it out, we could do enough episodes per season, like on a season change.
Yeah.
Like right now, it's turning from fall to winter, so like we could do, like, 6 to 8 fall episodes or something. Do that
I think you limit it at 8 and then go into the new season.
That's a good idea.
because we do have hour-long podcasts.
We do have a long podcast. Although not as long as some podcasts. Some
That's
podcasts are multi-hours, but yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about this.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, I think we should let Caleb do our outro.
Me.
He is the newcomer. We're gonna let Caleb do the outro today since he's the newcomer. All right,
Wait.
Caleb.
Yeah, Tad, you
Yeah.
messed up the introduction.
Here's the rundown for the outro.
I'm not actually doing a good job.
Here's the rundown. The rundown is thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all coming. Check us out on our platforms, which let's see if you can remember this because Tad still can't remember this. The platforms are
I remember it. Okay, look. Apple Podcasts,
Mhm.
Spotify, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. I got it. I'm good.
Bingo. And the Discord server.
I said the Discord in the introduction too. I even got extra credit.
Good job.
Beat
Good
that.
job. All right, Caleb, you got it. Let's hear it.
All right. Thank you everybody for watching, and be sure to check out On the Dot podcast on TikTok, Spotify, Apple,
Music or no podcast.
the Discord,
Yep.
and
Twitch.
Twitch. Thank you, Tad.
Yeah,
And
one
Twitch.
more.
I don't.
Amazon Prime.
No,
Amazon Prime.
no.
Thank
Wait.
Wait.
Our most famous platform,
she meant to say
YouTube.
Netflix.
Check out our YouTube.
Netflix Plus.
He said
On
YouTube.
YouTube.
He said YouTube.
No, he didn't.
Wait, no, I didn't.
He didn't say YouTube.
Oh.
How did I forget
You
YouTube?
said
Media.
TikTok,
And
Spotify,
click our-
Apple, and Twitch, and Discord. You didn't.
YouTube. More like WeTube.
And Amazon Prime.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hurry up and
You don't
just
even
look-
have an
look-
Amazon
I'm gonna look
Prime.
to get us on Amazon. I'm gonna look to get us on Audible. Boom.
Jeez.
Boom.
This is big time. We're
No,
going big time.
you have to keep Amazon Prime as a joke because it's so funny
That
to
is
me
pretty funny.
for no
That is
reason.
pretty funny. All
Just
right.
also wondering, we're not.
Thank you all for watching. Special thanks to Caleb and Jonathan. We will be back soon. A lot more soon than the last time.
All right. Love y'all.
All right.
Love y'all, 0 viewers.
Love
You
y'all.
homie.
Appreciate you guys. We'll see y'all next time.